Last week, I did a video, or a week and a half ago, about a massive recall of meat. And in that video, I said, I had a weird feeling, type 1, if you remember me saying this, that what would hold back a group of people from saying, it looks like we got more problems with meat. We're going to recall even more. And a story came across that 12 million pounds of meat and poultry have just been recalled over possible listeria contamination. You know that meat's going to be destroyed. We're seeing millions and millions, multiple times now in the last few weeks, where recalls have taken millions and millions and millions of pounds of meat to be taken away, to be destroyed. What do you think's coming next year as far as food prices? If you're not preparing for this, if you're not buying some extra food and freezing it, I want you to understand you're going to be a little bummed out. There's always going to be top ramen noodles. But when you see these cycles, and I have to hearken back to when I was warning people about all of these random fires that were gutting poultry plants, beef processing plants, all kinds of places. They're just burning down to the ground. And I was reporting on one about every 2 weeks. And that cycle ended, and now it seems like the new cycle is all of a sudden there's just all these diseases being found or problems in the meat, and they want you to eat other things. I think this is the time right now to take very seriously. Go find a farmer that's raising cattle or pork or whatever you eat, and go, hey, you know what? Could I buy a side from you? Can I throw it in my freezer? Can we set up a deal where I could be your buyer, so you don't have to worry about advertising? This is important stuff. I'm going to throw the link down to the now, and it's and I'm going to tell the story. And a lot of people are not going to understand like how I could still be looking at the positive side of things. I think our economy is headed for absolute devastation, and if you don't take advantage of it, I'm going to, and I hope you do, because we don't need a bunch of scared people running around. We need people that are prepared and not scared. So that's why you have some extra food, so you can go crush it on the business side. Because I guarantee you there are a lot of people, wealthy people, that are going to take advantage of this downturn, and they've got their food set aside. I'm going to put a link down to the corporate course on if you want to learn how to save money, or these tips and tricks on how to start an LLC or a corporation. It's $10. I've never done this ever before in my life, and I think this is going to help a lot of people. And so I'm just going to cover the cost. It's the pre-filming court discount. It's down below, links down below. And I don't know when I'm going to end it, because we can only take a certain amount of people on, or there's going to be a little problem. A nationwide recall of meat and poultry products potentially contaminated with listeria has expanded to nearly 12 million pounds, and now includes ready-to-eat meals sent to U.S. schools, restaurants, and major retailers, federal officials said. The updated recall includes prepared salads, burritos, and other foods at stores, including Costco, Trader Joe's, Target, Walmart, and Kroger. The meat used in those products were processed at a Durant, Oklahoma manufacturing plant. That reminds me of another video I got to do about slave labor. I got to do that. I'll try and get that out tonight if I can, if not tomorrow. It's crazy how a presidential candidate talks about, yeah, I heard they're eating animals over there, cats and dogs, and everyone starts freaking out, and all of a sudden it leads to this crazy bust of slave labor. And that's just in one town, and now it's in other cities around the country. It's all of a sudden being found out. It's absolutely blowing my mind. There's so much truth. Remember, again, you can't see light unless there is darkness present, right? So if this doesn't get you pumped and just like sitting there going, heck yeah, preach it right now, type yes if you agree. The last 4 years, if it hasn't taught you anything, if things are bad, and they're getting worse. But you know what? You see these pinpricks of light coming out. Now, it says this recall on the meat was issued on October 9th, includes products made between May 31st and October 8th. The USD has posted a 342-page list of hundreds of potentially affected foods, including chicken wraps sold at Trader Joe's, chicken burritos sold at Costco. Oh, man, as long as it doesn't affect a pizza. And many types of salads sold at stores such as Target and Walmart. So think about this. All this stuff is being taken off the shelf as we speak. All right. I saw in the last video I did a couple weeks ago about the last meat deal. People were saying that they went to their local Walmart or their local grocery store and they were witnessing the butchers strip everything out. The pictures from this thumbnail, just nothing there, gone forever, destroyed. What does that do to the supply? It obviously destroys it and it causes prices to go up. Remember, I've been warning people about a coming mini hyperinflation. If you're not ready for it, man. And not only that, I don't want you to just sit there and survive. I want you to thrive. I don't want you to sit back and go, I got my cup of noodles or my emergency food. I'm like, what are you going to do about all the companies that are going out of business? All the people that are losing their houses? Are you going to sit back and let all the banks buy them? Or are you going to sit there and charge the mound? We need an army of ready people, not cowards that just want to be survivalists, just want to get by. I'm not interested in being friends with anyone that just wants to get by. So if you're that person that just wants to get by, this is not the channel for you. If it is, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up emoji if you're that type of person that wants to thrive. So I'll keep this short. It's getting bad. It's going to get worse. Food shortages are coming in America. I don't know when you're going to really see it in earnest, but I have a feeling it's as soon as a year to 2 years from now. Okay. That's why it's just good to have some emergency food. And then just what's wrong with just going and buying a bunch of canned goods of food that you'd normally eat and then just rotating that out and going, dude, I got like a 3-month, 5-month supply. And then as all the craziness is happening, riots are happening in the streets and all that stuff's happening when the government collapses because the economy crashes and they can't keep up their entitlements. That's the key. It's been prophesied way before I ever talked about it. You just need to sit back and go crush it in your house with your family, your friends, and build businesses. And we're going to build back stronger. It's going to be freaking awesome. It's not build back better. That was a lie. The Economic Ninja is out. Squirrel!